Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Dr. Retro's Weekly Finds. We're going to start off with some Final Fantasy figurines. This is from Final Fantasy X, and as far as I remember from the game, which I actually finished, I really liked it. This is one of the evolutions of Seymour, one of the bad guys, and it comes with another mob. It's not 100% complete, it's missing one small thing you need to attach it to the base. But for the rest, it's in good condition, and I got this for free in some purchase. And I'm not gonna keep it because I want to keep my figures, etc., to the absolute minimum because they take in so much space. But it's a nice set if you're into Final Fantasy figurines. So then, other stuff I'm gonna be selling, and it's gonna be all mixed up. So let's make a pile first. Some boxed stuff. This is Zelda Link's Awakening for the Game Boy, and I haven't played it personally, but I believe it's one of the best Game Boy games out there. I love the Zelda series, haven't tried this one, tried most of the other ones, but it's a great game, and if you're a collector you definitely need to have this. It's mandatory. Tumble Pop, quite an uncommon USA only Game Boy game. It's not focusing. Let's get some focus here. There we go. This looks to be a little platforming title, and not sure if it's a good game, but I know it's quite uncommon or even quite rare. I already had one of these, so this one's going to be for sale. Mortal Kombat 3 for the Super Nintendo, in my opinion the best Mortal Kombat game, and I played this so much as a kid. I used to play this with my brother on the PC, and when we got to the point that one could try out a fatality, we'd pause it, then test out the fatalities for like 10 minutes, and then do the fatality, and most of the time even fail. Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Of course, NTC only, didn't get released in Europe, got this from another collector. I already have this. It's quite a good RPG in my opinion. It's not really, it's not a real deep RPG or really deep mechanics, but it's really fun. Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, the second Nintendo 64 Zelda. Quite a strange Zelda compared to the other ones, but definitely a must-have. And this is Paper Mario RPG. Paper Mario. It's an RPG. I personally don't really like the gameplay of this. I like Super Mario RPG more, but the graphic style is of course amazing. And this was the first one in the Paper Mario series. So next up, some NES cartridges. Mega Man 2, still my favorite Mega Man. Mario Bros. Top Gun, which is, if you can land the plane, you are a hero. Tiny Toon Adventure is a great platformer in the style of Mario Bros. 3, or actually quite ripped off from Mario Bros. 3. PlayStation 1, Koudelka, not sure how you pronounce it. Breath of Fire 3. Let's get that box out of the way so it can focus. Breath of Fire 3, I like Breath of Fire 4 the most. And then Tombi, great platforming game, quite rare, quite expensive. But this one's without the manual, so it can go for quite a good price. Then for the Dreamcast, Sonic Adventure 1. I've actually never played this, so when I get my complete Dreamcast in, which is hopefully today, I can finally try this out. Twisted Metal for the PlayStation 1, Final Doom for the PlayStation 1, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Resident Evil, and Neo Contra. And in my opinion, this is the best Contra on the PlayStation consoles. There's Contra Legacy of War on PS1, Neo Contra and Contra Shattered Soldier on the PlayStation 2, but this one is by far the best. The other two are not so good in my opinion. Then a box of Atari cartridges. I'll just show them to you like this, so I don't have to pick them all up. Miss Pac-Man, Junior Pac-Man, Atlantis, and that's Klax. And then you have some special ones here. Let's see what we have. Joust is of course a good game. Jawbreaker, Blueprint, and a whole bunch more Atari games. I got this in a set. I normally don't buy this kind of stuff, but when it's in bulk, I just pick it up. Then some PC. And one Super Nintendo game. For the Super Nintendo, it's the Smurfs, German version. For kids, this is a great platformer. I played it as a kid. It's not too hard. Graphics are good, nice sprites, and the Smurfs are of course fun. Some big box PC games. Let's see if there's something special in here. This is some package deal, which is nothing special. Lost Eden from Cryo. Those guys pumped out a lot of those adventure games in the 90s and the 2000s. This is Myst 3. I never really liked the Myst series, or I was just too stupid to play them. Also possible. Tomb Raider, Saga, Rage of the Vikings, also a Cryo game. Blood of the Damned, Blood of the Sacred, Gabriel Knight 3. And this one is actually the most special one in there. This is the Interplays 10-year anthology. Comes with a whole lot of manuals. Big pile of paperwork. And has some cool games on it. I don't collect these types of collection releases, but it has some good games like Another World, Wasteland, Dragon Wars, Lord of the Rings, etc., etc. So if you're into these kind of games, it's definitely a package worth your money. Over here we have some Diablos. Actually a game I liked. I'm thinking about keeping it, but I downloaded this to try it out at a demo a couple of years back. It was a really cool game. What's it called? Freedom Force versus the Third Reich. Some kind of strange action RPG, which is quite worth your while, in my opinion. So let's get over to the stuff I'm gonna be keeping. It's not that much this week. It's just one small box. Over here we have a great addition to my Game Boy collection, Metroid 2: Return of Samus. Or Samus Return, no, Return of Samus. Yeah, also one of the best Game Boy games. Metroid is of course always stands for quality, and finding this one complete can be quite hard, so I'm really happy to finally have this. Turtles Tournament Fighters on the Sega Mega Drive. And small version Atari. I believe this is the latest or the last release of the Atari 2600, but as I said before, I'm not an Atari collector. My knowledge of Atari is really limited. But this came in that Atari deal as well, and it's nice in box, so I'm keeping this to at least have a 2600 in my collection. For the PC, Tomb Raider 2. This is the only Tomb Raider that I actually played as a kid. Played this at a friend's house. I remember the part in the mansion where you have to press a button and then lure the butler into the maze. Played that quite a lot. For the Super Nintendo, from the Discovery series, Mario is Missing. This is one of those Mario educational titles. Crappy game, but it's a Mario game, so it's always worth having in your collection. Mario Party 2. I believe I'm still missing Mario Party 1 and Mario Party 3, because yeah, Nintendo 64 is not really my thing. But I picked this up along with the Paper Mario and keeping that. And then the last four are some Saturn games from my Saturn collection, which I only just started. Clockwork Knight, Clockwork Knight 2, Sonic Jam, which is a compilation of the first four Sonic games, Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Sonic and Knuckles. And you can also combine them in the game, so you can have Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic 2 and Knuckles, etc. And there's Sonic Jam, which is a 3D kind of Sonic, which kind of looked crappy. I haven't tried it, but it looked quite shitty. And the last one, Nights into Dreams. The 3D control pad is really advised to play this. I don't have that yet, but I do have the game now. So, quite looking forward to trying this. I heard a lot of good stuff about this. So that was it for today. This is a box filled with retro treasure. This is all ColecoVision, CBS ColecoVision, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't have a clue about ColecoVision, at least not a really big clue. I know some small things, but I bought this in a cheap lot, and it does have some nice stuff in there, so let's check it out. This is Space Fury, complete unboxed, and I'm always amazed when old boxes like this are still in great condition. It just feels like someone really took care of it. Zaxxon, and this is Pit Stop, which uses the driving module. The driving module requires a steering wheel and a gas pedal. I already have the gas pedal, and the steering wheel is still in the mail because that didn't fit in the box. This is something I had never seen before, but it's expansion module number 1. What it does, I don't know, to be honest. It looks like you can change some settings, or maybe it has some extra RAM or something. I have no clue. You can reply and educate me, because you probably have more CBS ColecoVision knowledge than me. This one is just a regular ColecoVision console with 2 controllers. Also comes with 2 of these beasts. Let's see if we can get a focus there. No, we can't. It's a super action controller. It has some buttons over here, like a trigger grip, joystick, a numpad, so you can call your mom while you're gaming, and a wheel, which I have no clue what to use it for. Doesn't feel like there's a lot of feedback on that either. But this is apparently quite a hard to find controller, and this set has 2 of them. So here's another one. Then some cartridges, Donkey Kong. Let's get a focus, because of the background it's hard to get a focus. Mousetrap, Gorf, Venture, and over here there's another bunch. Another Donkey Kong, Turbo. This one is with the steering wheel. Mr. Do, and this one actually has a strange label. I couldn't find another game like this with the same label. It usually has some rainbow coloring, so I'm not sure if that's something special. Smurf, Donkey Kong Jr., and Pepper 2. So this is all the stuff that came in Saturday, and trust me when I tell you, Saturday was the best day of this week. Gonna start up slow. Sonic 3, great game. Simple. Nothing more to say about that. Micro Machines 2 and Micro Machines 1. I loved these as a kid. Still playing these together with a friend and kicking him off the table, etc. is amazing. Great fun. Mr. Nuts for the Super Nintendo. It's a platforming game. I already have the Game Boy version, and it's quite a fun game, so I wanted to have the Super Nintendo version as well. Then Mega Man 7 for the Super Nintendo. This completes my Mega Man set along with the next game, but this is an American version, so it's a placeholder till I have a PAL European version. And this was the last one, Mega Man Soccer, which is a soccer game with Mega Man. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's any good, but it's a Mega Man game, so I wanted to have it. 2 more Saturn games, Mystaria, The Realms of Lore, and Bug. And when I look on the back of Mystaria, it looks like a game I definitely don't want to play. Not sure if it's any good. If it is, please correct me, but it looks horrible on the back of the box. Then something I've been looking for really long. Zelda Game & Watch, and it's in great condition. The box is in great condition, which is of course the most important part. That's the hardest one to find. And the Game & Watch itself is also in great condition. I just played it for a couple of minutes, and it's actually quite a fun game. It goes quite deep for a Game & Watch. It's actually, you play through a couple of stages, killing enemies, and then you fight a boss, etc. Also uses items, so it's one of the more, yeah, how do you say? One of the more complex Game & Watch games. I'm really happy to have this. Then Manta for my Moss collection. This leaves 2 more vehicles for a complete set. Still looking for Skybolt and Razorback. If you happen to have those, feel free to hit me up. Pinball Dreams for the Commodore Amiga. This is the first game in the Pinball Dreams or Fantasy series. I played Pinball Fantasies a lot as a kid, never played this one. Pirates, also for the Amiga. It's an adventure game, I believe. And Wings, again for the Commodore Amiga. And then we get up to some stuff that is really special, obscure. This is Golvelius for the MSX. This is a Japanese game, only got released in Japan. It's an MSX cartridge, and it's incredibly rare. There's only a single cartridge on eBay at the moment, and this one's with the box, so I'm not even sure what it's worth, because I can't figure out the value. Same goes for Frey, also a Japanese-only MSX game, different style box. Let's get it open. It's so big I can't fit my hand around it. So let's see if I can get it open without flopping it all on the floor. It comes with 4 diskettes or floppies. There you see them. And it looks to be an adventure RPG type of game. But it's Japan only, and since I don't have MSX or don't speak Japanese, sorry, these can be sold. 2 Mega Man games, Mega Man 1 for the NES and Mega Man 2, boxed and complete. And the last 2 for this week, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, always mix it up with Ghosts and Goblins, which is of course part 1 of this series, and Spider-Man X-Men Arcade Revenge, which is a really strange title, because it's just Spider-Man X-Men Arcade Revenge. Should be a versus or with, or it's from LGN. Not sure if you've watched the Angry Video Game Nerd videos on the LGN superhero games. These are not the best games as far as I know. So that was it for this week. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Be sure to check out my other videos in the meantime, and bye bye.